Hey guys, we're going to talk about the number manager feature here today. We might change this to say phone manager, not quite sure just yet, but this is a new feature that's going to give you, the end user, full control over your own phone numbers. So I'm logged in here to my account here, Cedar Crest here in Denver, and you can see we've got a bunch of phone numbers, and you can see we've got different grades or health statuses of each number. These numbers can go bad, and they will go bad if you don't take care of them, and they will go bad sometimes even if you do. And so what do you need to do in order to mitigate this problem or fix this problem? What you can do is release these phone numbers that are no longer any good. So moderates are fine to keep around, I think. It just depends on how many numbers you've got in your system, and we're going to actually give you more data on each number. You're going to be able to drill down and see how many skips and how old it is and how many messages have been sent through it. But this is the first iteration of this new feature here. So what is this new feature really? What are the two main benefits that that you're gonna gain from having access to managing these numbers? Well, number one, you should see, if you've already seen your delivery rate slip, you should see with new fresh phone numbers, you should see that delivery rate hopefully go back up. Now, we give every single account a minimum of 20 phone numbers that we manage for you. That's included with your subscription, and then you can add more. And the way to do that is by clicking this this new phone number button. You select your market. I'm in a couple different markets, and then you select your quantity. They're $2 each per month, and let's just go ahead and add 5 here to my account. You know, the way that I personally look at this is I don't feel like I can ever have really too many numbers. You know, I'm not going to worry about $10 a month here purchasing 5 more numbers. I know it's going to give me a better delivery rate. It's better to have fresh numbers or a multitude of fresh numbers or more numbers to spread your messages to be sent, you know, across a greater variety of numbers in order to keep that delivery rate high, right? It just looks better. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase these numbers. We purchased them, and it'll take a few seconds to see them populate. You can see the first one's already here. We'll refresh. Now all 5 have come up, and you can see there's a last sent column and a last received column. We give you this information in order to determine whether or not you want to release the numbers, because remember, when you release a number, I'm going to go ahead and go to poor. Let's set my status to poor. So we've got three numbers that are set to poor status, but you can see I used all of them yesterday and one even today. Actually, used them all yesterday, and we received one today and yesterday. So that's going to make me think twice about releasing these numbers. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to keep these around until I see that these numbers have been maybe sitting there for at least a week before I release them. If you click this release button, you're going to get a warning here, right? Because you have to understand when you release a number, you're not going to be able to contact your prospects from that same number again. If you've already started a conversation with them, you're going to hit them with a brand new phone number the next time you message them if you release that number. So keep that in mind. That's something that you have to remember. It's extremely important to understand that. If that's not something you care about, if delivery rates are the most important thing to you, which they probably should be, you know, then release. If you've only got a couple of bad numbers, don't worry about it. I suggest to everybody, start off by just adding more numbers to your pool, and then release the poor numbers as you see your account gain some time in between the last message received and the current day that you're on. You know, I like to look for about a week or more at least. But we are still doing a lot of really cool things as far as managing numbers for you guys in the background. Cooling numbers down. You can see we got a cool down inactive. You know, we're doing things automatically, managing these numbers as errors come in, you know, for you to help you understand what the status of your numbers are, and give you, more information to make educated decisions on how to manage these numbers for your own account. I'm not going to release any of these numbers now for the reasons I just stated, but you can see if I go back to all, we've got all 5 of these numbers here. What is this going to do now for me? It's going to allow me. I believe we currently have it set to about 140 messages per day per number. So if you need more daily sends, then just buy more numbers, and that's going to instantly boost your daily send limit. Okay, so that's the first immediate benefit that you'll see. And then hopefully, if you're seeing a lower delivery rate, bringing in fresh numbers that have never been used before should help you get a higher delivery rate. It'll help raise that. Now, if you guys want to, you can go through and just release 20, 30 numbers if you want to, and then replace them with new numbers. It's not going to count negatively against your account, right? So we've got a budget built in for every single account, and you can drop, if you're paying, let's say $500 per month, I believe you've got a $40 or $50 a month phone budget, so you can get rid of the phone numbers that you have and bring in all new ones, and it'll drop your price for your monthly fee from, let's say you release all 20 numbers, that might drop your monthly fee down to $460, but you're not going to have any phone numbers. So replace those phone numbers with new ones and see if that helps your delivery rates. But just use caution and make sure you fully understand the consequences of releasing numbers before you do so. So let us know how this works. Again, this is still a new feature that we're experimenting with, but we think that it's going to benefit all of you guys, especially the people who are seeing some lower delivery rates and people who need that increased daily send limit. Hopefully this helps you. Thanks, guys.